Greetings, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I highly appreciate it. Today's video is going to be a relatively short one because I have stuff to do. And I appreciate all my viewers. It's actually a very interesting one. Your life is a test. And it kind of seems like that, doesn't it? Everything's a test. Everything's a test. Some things are, but really there's just one test. And this is what we're about to go over. Your whole life is based on resistance. Think of your life as a balloon, and the thing that you resist persistently, probably the most, is holding you, the balloon, down. Because you're more than what you think you are. You're an energy. That's what runs everything. Coincidentally, that's what most people don't know about, because it can't be seen with the naked eye. More so, energy, when it's in a certain form, such as this body, it only perceives, you probably heard this in science, you only can perceive so much. There's other perception out there. The other perception is the real world. And we can say the spiritual world, which is an energy-based place. You don't even necessarily need to know about it. That will come into play whenever it comes into play. What I'm getting at, though, is solely the thing that you resist in your life the most is the thing that holds you back and is your detriment. Most people don't realize this. You can have good addictions. It depends. Are you sad or negative when you do whatever you do? Or are you positive? Because it's way better to be positive than to be negative. It doesn't matter if you mask it for the world. It's still there. Let's just say your girlfriend dies. Which is going to come ultimately. One or the other is going to die, which that's okay. Both will die eventually. But the thing is, one, well, I'm not going to say that right now. But the person, the recipient, the reciprocal, the one who's still living, let's just say the guy that lost his girlfriend that died, and the guy was, we'll say, 27. She was around the same age. He's like, no, I can't believe this happened. How could this happen? Oh my God. And this just goes on, and it goes on, and then it goes on for months. Then he develops maybe a drinking problem, and that goes on for months. And he's still hooked about this girl over the years. So when he dies, he will, if this is, which is still a problem, you see, this is the resistance. This was holding the balloon to this reality, is literally this thought. Your thoughts weigh. We don't need to weigh them. They weigh. You can feel it weigh on you. We've heard that before. Oh, it's weighing in on him. Weighing on him. It's the same thing as if, again, maybe someone in your family died. It doesn't matter necessarily the situation. It's about the holding on to the situation, because you will hold on and take that with you. It's more so about your expression of the situation. And that's pretty much it. The resistance in your life, ironically, is what keeps you here. It's why you're here. Most people are here because if you don't have that resistance in your life, there's two outcomes. One, it's going to affect your life and probably be in some negative, miserable way, haunt you. Two, you're going to stay with that and keep reliving that experience until you get over it. The whole goal of life is to get over it. It's a peripheral, it's a eye-seeing, when people say, merrily, 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 gently down the stream, life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. These are all coming from somewhere. The illusion. We don't hear it much in the West, but if you go into, I'm sure if you go into different cultures, maybe South America, even Mexico, especially India, because that's the known spirituality. You probably ask Native Americans, anybody that's located far from the city. They're gonna know about the illusion. It's just how deep are you imbibed in it. And so the very thing that keeps you alive, because what happens if you don't have resistance in your life? You want to get it to a minimally as possible. Okay? Because what happens? Well, basically you pass away, because there's nothing holding you down anymore. So you become so high. We can say vibrating high, but so high. This is truly an enlightened being. Nirvana. The West probably knows best as Nirvana, the Buddhist enlightenment. That's what I heard more when I'm growing up. And I talk about West as the United States. And so Buddhism was a thing. We've heard about Buddhism. It's almost like a norm type of thing. But that state, everyone has that state where you go. But that's a very rare thing. You know what I mean? So I just want to take you through the process, because if I showed you I'm not here for the bullshit. People will tell you, Indians, I'm going to have a talk about them because I'm going to be doing a review soon. And it is from Indian culture. But anyways, that has nothing to do with the video, really. I want to give you the full shabil. So I'm not giving you a part, and then I give you part 2, and part 3, and part 4, and part 5, and then you sew them all together. No, I'm gave you the cycle of life right here. You were born because A, you wanted to create a better world than God, or B, you wanted to you resisted against God, you developed an ego, and you tumbled down. We tumbled so far down. Some tumbled way further down. And so we just go breaking, coming back to God. And when we come full circle, we break a circle though. We definitely break a circle, but we go just to go back where we started. I might cut this out the video. It's a very simple thing. I just want to get you like the whole trip, the whole process. I don't want to necessarily chop this up because it's confusing. The reason why I do this, the way I did it, because I've seen pieces, I've learned pieces, but not all at once. And it's confusing. You know what I mean? It can be confusing. Because in the end, something that comes from nothing, it's just confusing to the logical mind. It's like the start is the finish, basically, finishing at the start. So, especially something that's not seen, or covered up, can be confusing. All right, that's all, folks. Appreciate everyone coming by.